Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever and whenever you are. I feel like I bit myself while I was asleep somehow. My cheek, that is, because the side of my mouth. You know, like how you sometimes bite your cheek when you're like eating something and it's like incidental, you know. You're not trying to do it, and then boom, you do it because you're munching on food and your brain's a little too focused on munching on food to notice that you've kind of just chomped on yourself a little teeny bit. I think that's what happened. And I can feel it at the side of my mouth. It's kind of annoying, if I'm being quite honest. Kinda wish I didn't do that. Don't know how I managed to do that while I was asleep, mind you. So that's confusing me. Good thing we're not going to be doing much of anything today, I guess. It's just talking about whatever and whenever, you know? I've been seeing a lot of people flaming Haspin Hotel recently. I mean, it's always been like that for a good while, if we're being honest. A good long while. And I don't even know, or remember, I should say, how long the show's been running for. It can't have been more than a couple of years, right? No more than a couple of years. And the show just has this very, very, what's the term? Fiery? And that it has a reputation. It has a reputation. Let's just put it that way. It's got a reputation, and you either love it or you hate it. And I think most people hate it, understandably so. It's not a good show. Had a great time when it was a pilot, and only when it was a pilot. But outside of that, yeah, it hasn't been exactly having the best reviews in town. And the new season's also sort of getting the same treatment of not exactly having the best reviews, so to speak. You know, I don't understand why the chat shows up like that. I still haven't figured that out. Like, I know it's just telling me, like, hey, you're connected to this thing, you're connected to that thing, blah blah blah, but I wish it wouldn't appear so that I don't have to look at it. I don't think I can even, like, erase it, which is oh so annoying. You know, I didn't know I could put, like, timers and commands in this specific thing. Interesting. And I still gotta play around with it. Just a bit. Just a bit. I gotta stretch out my limbs. I ate pizza today. That's what we had. That's all we had. It's pretty good, though. The matriarch brought it in yesterday, I guess from wherever she was. It's one of those that have, like, I don't know what you call it, bell peppers on them a little bit. Just a bit, not a lot. Just diced up, sprinkled across. I think it was supposed to be like a meat lovers with some additional stuff. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do on Friday. Well, actually, I do think I want to do something on Friday. I think I'm gonna just read. Just gonna read some old story. Cause I don't know. I kind of been feeling like I wanted to read the Odyssey. I think I'm gonna read the Fitzgerald translation. Just because. Honestly, I don't really have a good reason. I just want to, and that's all. And maybe that's a good enough reason. I just want to, and therefore I shall. Do I need a better reason? Probably. Tomorrow, what do we got tomorrow? I think tomorrow I play the Elder Scrolls. Yes, I do. Daggerfall tomorrow. And then we'll do the little reading of the Odyssey on Friday, and then Saturday's back to, well, technically we have to finish the World of Darkness video first, and then we hop back into Hunter the Parenting. I'll probably make that day stream longer, just to get more of it done. More of Hunter the Parenting done, that is. And then Sundays, just like any other Sunday where we just shell out. I plan the week out. We do whatever. Whatever comes to mind. For whatever reason. You know, sometimes it feels like having teeth is weird. And I don't know how to explain it. It's just hard bone things that grew in your mouth. I don't know. Conceptually, it's strange to me. But then you just stop thinking about it, and then things go back to normal. So I'm waiting for that phase of thought processes to come around. My lower back is kind of hurting. There's like a little pinching sensation. And I've got not a clue as to why. And also, people are complaining about I think CDPR is CD Projekt Red, right? That's the studio that made... I kind of forgot what it made, actually. What did they make? CD Projekt Red. Okay, it's not typing anything. I forgot to click on the bar. CD Projekt Red. Project spelled with a K. What are they known for, exactly? I don't know if they worked... Okay, they worked on Cyberpunk. The Witcher series as well. And there's some back and forth on the internet about how CD Projekt Red is just not what it used to be. What have they done recently? Concord and Halo devs now work at now also at work on Cyberpunk 2. I didn't even know there was gonna be a second Cyberpunk. You know, I don't really know much about CD Projekt's Red, you know, former glory. I guess I never really played any of their games, to be fair. So many studios go through that sort of life process, if that makes sense, where they're very good, at least the good ones. They'll be good, right? They'll be small, they'll start growing, they'll be good, they'll hire people with actual talent, and then they start going downhill at a certain point. And obviously all things must come to an end, but, you know, like that, where they just get annihilated because of their own stupidity and their inability to hire people who actually, for lack of a better word, give a damn about the games they make. Like, that's just, how do you end up doing that? I don't know how you end up doing that. That feels too purposeful. And I'm no conspiracy theorist, but damn. Like, sometimes when I hear people saying that maybe all is on purpose, and people do purposefully insert this and that into these games and studios, in order to try and get certain things across to people who don't in the first place want those things in their games. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Because with the types of people that these companies end up hiring, it's like, holy moly. Hello, Mr. Among Us. Hail to thee, Knuckles. Knuckles of the Shuckles. How goes thee? On this fine Wednesday. I'm just scrolling about, yapping on about how certain game companies are in the shitter. You're drawing one of the Elder Scrolls Daedric princes? I thought they would all... I guess maybe not. I think I know of only one that looks generally different from other Daedric princes, assuming he is a Daedric prince. It's the one that looks like an old man, and he's got kind of like a colorful suit, and if you do his quest in Skyrim, you get like a staff. I kind of forgot what his whole name is, but I feel like Daedric princes most of the time just look the same. Shagoroth? Let me see. The Mad God? How do you spell that again? Shagorath. That's not Wrath. Let me see. Skyrim. Yeah, that guy. That's the only one I really know. That's about it. The other Daedric princes, I'm pretty sure all kind of look... I mean, I'm sure there's like others like that are more specific, but I feel like most of the time when you come across a Daedric prince, they all just kind of have the same model, I guess, is the way I wish to put it. Silly Daedric princes. Why do they be, and what do they do? You're drawing Nocturnal, but not the Skyrim version. Nocturnal. Let me see what that looks like. I'm assuming from Oblivion. Oh, the Daggerfall version? One moment. Let's see. Daggerfall. Oh! She's just a lady with some crows. Or ravens, I should say. A lady with some ravens and a big cloak. She do look like she's got the, at least in this little, like, gift thing, she's got, like, a galaxy spinning behind her. Mighty. She's also a fucking loser. You love her. What? Why is she a loser? What do you mean by this? How is she a loser? She's a Daedric prince. Those don't tend to be losers, unless, I guess maybe they do. She's the patron of thieves. Oh. So she likes to steal. Yet she keeps getting her stuff stolen. L. Massive L. How can you be the goddess or god or whatever of thieves but get your shit stolen? You know? Like, if it was by like, if you told me that was a way to, like, worship her, is to prove that you can steal from her, that would be one thing. But, like, I don't know, because she's fucking stupid. Well, what did they mean by this? What did what do they mean by this? A woman god being stupid? What do they mean by this? SMH. What does she even do? Lady of the Night, the Night Mistress, and the Unfathomable, the Daedric Regent of the Night, Darkness, and Mystery, one of the 16 summonable Daedric Regents of Oblivion, Nocturnals, Daedric artifact quest grants the agent a skeleton key. Okay, so she gives you the key to every door. Cool. I highly doubt I'm gonna ever come across her. But funny, I guess. It is a little funny. You don't expect a god or whatever in these games to be particularly dumb. You really like the theory that Nocturnal wasn't even the goddess of thieves at first, but she just ended up getting her stuff stolen so often that she just started coping. Oh no. What a weird way to cope. It's like, oh, why are you the goddess of thieves? It's like, because I got my stuff stolen. Therefore, I will be the god of thieves, clearly, because people want to steal from me. Yuki, hail to thee. Are you feeling any better today, Yuki? How is your middle of the week going? One minute? Roger that. And I shall give you more than a minute. You know, we haven't seen Fumaro in a while. Where's Fumaro? Where's Happy Fumaro? There we go. Glorious Fumaro. I love seeing people complain on the internet. I need 3 pigeons. 3 pigeons for the act of magic. Honestly, you could probably do magic with 1 pigeon, but you can't do the cool stuff where you make him appear like you just made more pigeons if you don't have more pigeons, which is why I need the other 2 pigeons. That, or you have nothing in your hand, and then you make a pigeon appear, and it's like, poof. And it's like, I've had a bird this entire time, out of nowhere, because I'm a magician. Honestly, magicians ought to be some of the coolest people around to know. Do you guys ever think about eating a spoonful of salt? Probably not, right? But I sometimes do. Not for any good reason, or any bad reason. It's just a thought. And thoughts are silly. Sometimes. Sometimes they're not silly. Sometimes they're very serious. Other times, it's the want to eat. Random various objects. I feel as though we've had this conversation before. We probably have. Also, tragedy has struck us. I am back down to 99 followers. I have lost 1 follower, so therefore I have not any longer reached 100 followers. That is sad. Oh well. When I noticed that, I was like, damn. Tough. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. There's like one pizza slice left in the fridge. And so I'm gonna have to scrounge about like a little rat in the kitchen for something to consume after I give that slice to my brethren. I'll probably just eat a sandwich, I'm gonna be honest. I'm too lazy to really do anything. Hmm. I need to watch like a new show. Any show. There's been too many shows. Too many shows, not enough time. What a sad time to be around. Shack DMs? I shall do so. I don't know why it sounded kind of sad. Ooh. That's pretty accurate to the sprite, I would say. Pretty darn accurate. You're doing well so far, Shuckles of the Knuckles. Why am I saying it like I'm a like I'm a wise master? You are doing well, Shuckles the Knuckles. And you made her cloak extra large because you think it's funny. Oh yeah, it's like longer. I don't know about larger, but longer, yeah. For it to drag across the ground, that's just classic, you know, godly appeal. I mean, it is a cloak. A cloak? What is a cloak that does not drag itself across the ground? Could it be truly called a cloak if it doesn't have the potential to cover literally every part of your body, including your feet? Which is funny because she doesn't really cover herself. Ah, my bones, my bones. You know, I haven't drank milk in a long time. A long time. I feel like every time I drink milk after it's been a long while, my tummy just starts feeling the rumblies in a not so positive way. Like, it's not like I'm lactose intolerant, but I don't know. I think that's just what happens if you don't drink milk for a long time. Your stomach is like, whoa, what's going on? And it just starts, you know, you just have more chance to take a shit than usual. But usually, if I keep going day after day for a while longer and just continue drinking milk, things usually go back to normal. So that only ever really happens if I stop drinking milk for like months at a time and then just drink one glass of milk. Stummy hurty, he said. Yeah, stummy hurty sometimes. It is the way of life. You cannot go through life without stomach hurting at least once. Have you truly lived if you have not experienced stomach hurt? I cannot say so. It is an integral experience to the human lifespan. Hmm. Neopets. Neopets. I don't know why I'm bringing up Neopets. I've never had one. Never had a Neopet. Is that a thing to have? I cannot remember. Are the Neopets those like little... No, I think I'm thinking like Tomodachi's or something. The memories are mixing up again. I hate when that happens. Hate when that happens. I need 10,000 pillows of various sizes. I would like them to be very small. I think comically small pillows are nice. Like a little thing that can fit in the palm of your hand, and then one that's about the size of your face. And just have a bunch of them. I don't know why I want many of these. I just kind of do. I feel like it is cute. Cute and desirable. To me, I desire that. I'm not saying it's desirable to anybody else. But I wish for that many small pillows. And what I shall do with them, I do not know. Maybe I shall create a small catapult in which I will place these smaller pillows on and then launch them at the wall. You ever remember those like sticky hands things? They're like made of this like gummy material rubber thing, and you can like smack them on stuff and they would stick to that. There would usually be different colors too. I don't remember what those things were called. I remember them being around for quite a while. People loved those things. Sayonara. I don't know why I said that. You know, Jolly Boy doesn't know a lot of things, but if there's one thing that Jolly knows to do, is perhaps become a blanket burrito. I actually had struggled to get out of bed this time around. It was just I was like sleeping underneath the blankets like usual, and then this time around, I don't know why, but like the cool air, you know, the cool sensation of like poking my head out of the blankets was was a little too much today. I almost just said fuck it and almost went back to sleep, and I would have just slept until probably the nighttime if I'm being honest. Hmm. I'm trying to just look around for any interesting little little things going on. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. You guys ever wanted one of those big jugs of just water? Not the ones for offices. I mean the ones that you put water into and they're like huge. I forget what they call them. Not thermoses, because thermoses I think are for hot liquids most of the time, even though you could also put cold liquids in them. Maybe it is a thermos that I'm thinking about. A pitcher? Uh, mayhaps. Mayhaps. Just a container for water. I've wanted one. Just so that I can put a lot of water in there. But then it's gonna be cold. But it would probably be better to have one of those for when summer comes around. I can just have it next to me. And just be fine. I wouldn't need to get up. Wouldn't need to go to the kitchen and get more water every time I would need water. Because I do drink a fuck ton of water already. Having a little pitcher right next to me that I can just drink out of would be brilliant. Did you guys also see that free run meme that went around for a good bit? That was fun. Yo, what? What's up? Why'd you send me another? What is this meme? What kind? Why did you send me that? What does this mean, Knuckles? What do you mean by that? Huh? What do you What do you mean? I'll be gay for until I'm 510. I don't even know where you found that at. That's funny though. That is pretty funny. You're just a messenger? You're just a messenger, huh? Well, you should be careful. Depending on who you send messages to, you might get kicked into a hole. Spaghetti. Num 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 num. Maybe I should stop trying to. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. What can I do to make myself look like a cute anime guy? That's what I should strive to be on the internet. Cute anime fellow. And then I'll explode into a million pieces. Nothing? What do you mean nothing? There's gotta be something. Listen, this isn't working out. Okay? I gotta be cuter. I gotta be cuter. Otherwise, I'll be nothing. I'll be nothing. What's that one little browser drawing thing I used to use? Kaleki, was it called? Yeah, Kaleki. Let's see, I need a circle. I know you can automatically make one. I don't remember where that option is. There we go. Okay, here's a circle. Maybe make it bigger. There we go. That's good. Let me see if I remember anything about drawing. I'm gonna just make a little sketch. Little sketch. Angle. Straightforward? Maybe. Big eyes. That's what people like, right? Big eyeballs. Big, round, cute eyes. Yo, did I know currently the sexiest man in America is Charlie from The Smiling Friends? I mean, supposedly. Supposedly. I've been seeing that pop around. How people, you know, supposedly have the hots for Charlie from The Smiling Friends. I do not trust these individuals and their judgments, let's say, but they are quite silly for thinking so. It's from that one scene where he's literally like hanging out at his like house and being like a slob. Imagine being into a guy that probably smells like vinegar in the morning. That's the thing, Knuckles. They're not. They would never actually like hang around an individual like that. It's the same thing as when the fellas go online saying they want a girl failure. It's like, no, you wouldn't, probably, in a relationship. Maybe to smash, but not in an actual relationship. Same thing, but this time, it's women. They're like, oh my god, look at how hot this guy is. It's like, you wouldn't actually hang around a guy like that. But the people like to be silly individuals. I need references. I don't know how to do what I'm trying to do here. Ah, la 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 la. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to make me. I'm trying to sketch me face. I'm trying to make a newer YOLO tool. For no good reason. I want to see if I can amplify the cute anime boyness. Because your boy does not know how to art. Therefore, I need to look at like 50 different things. This is gonna look tremendously awful. Oh yeah, this is what we're... Why does this kind of look like a country ball? I just... So far, what I'm making just looks like a country ball. That's because I didn't add any other features. It's just a circle with 2 eyes. And my brain just goes, oh, country ball. Shoko, hail to thee. You came only to say hi and remind me that I'm doing a great job. Aw, you're too kind, Shoko. Have fun. You have fun. Thank you for coming around. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. Okay, that has no curve at all. What am I doing there? What am I doing there? This is gonna look like those very goofy early 2000s doodles of anime figures or anime characters, I swear. It's usually like a little triangle for a nose shadow, right? That's usually how that goes. You don't actually have like an actual nose. It's the little triangle that's meant to be like the top of your nose. Maybe that... Nope, okay. Jawline is looking fucked up right now. You know, I haven't eaten pineapple in a while. What other fruits have I not had in a while? Cherries? I haven't had cherries in a while. I miss having cherries. I used to have a lot of them when I was younger. Not anymore. It's been years and years since I've had cherries. Maybe like in a large amount, in a relatively large amount. Like I've had cherries in the things, like a singular cherry in like some treat, like a milkshake or something, right? But not like how I used to. Good news, y'all. You found a reference for me. You have you now? What is this? What have you put on my thing here? That is not that is not that is not what I'm looking for. That is a Homer Simpson. Freaking political powers. It counts. I will not have myself be given the godly body of Homer Simpson. That would be blasphemy against Simpson. Homer Simpson, that is. I forget that Simpson isn't his first name, it's Homer. Simpson is the last name. You know, I kind of forgot that my hair is just ridiculous curls. How the hell does one draw that? You know, this kind of looks like a Sonic the Carrot, like the Hedgehog ass-looking thing. Never mind. Scrap this entire process. It's not working out. That is not the eraser button. Maybe a bit more of like a side profile would be better. Mayhaps. It's also been a long time since I've actually tried to do anything with the mouse when it comes to doodling a thing or two. Okay, give me like if I try with a smaller circle, that's not really gonna help out, is it? It's just gonna make details harder, but then mistakes are easier to see. Why am I taking this so seriously? First mistake, I'm taking this seriously. LMAO. LMAO is not how you pronounce that word. LMAO. LMAO. There we go. Lamau, I think is what I tried to say, and I just mixed up LMAO and Lamau into LMAO. Something is wrong with my brain. There's worms in there. Wake up. Okay, how in the world does one make that happen? Why am I being mentally unstable? Okay, maybe my eyeballs and my skills are a little bit undercooked. Never mind, I'm scrapping the whole idea of sketching anything. Tossing that out the window. I will frustrate myself if I keep going. I almost forgot my water here. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. Did you know that being able to speak well can attract people? How does one practice to speak good? Why is it that when I speak, I don't speak good? I spilled water on my knee. What the fuck? This is what I get for like bouncing my knee like a fucking moron. Now my knee is just wet. I despise my own actions. And myself in turn. What was I gonna say? I think speaking well requires that I actually read. And that is time consuming. And also something I don't really like to try and do often. Because trying to find something good to read is a pain in the ass. Wiki, hail to thee, this is new, this is not new. There's nothing here that's new, unless you're talking about the fact that we're talking about reading, in which case that is kinda new. You know something? I know things too, Knuckles. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific. How is your day going, Wiki? How is thy day? Okay, this is a Japanese account. I cannot read anything on there. This person follows like a lot of artists, huh? Ah. That's one Genshin fellow slobbering on another Genshin fellow. What did I expect? I'm welcome? What do you mean you're welcome? What do you mean you're welcome? What did you do? Damn. What the fuck? There's no way this is real. This 10-year-old draws like a fucking... Okay, I guess I'll just let that kill my soul a little bit. That's a pretty good piece of art for a 10-year-old, like what the hell? What is this site you've just linked me? Okay, dismiss that. An actor prepares. Is this a story? What is this about? By Konstantin Stanislavski. That's a classic. I like how the photograph, like, bro, the photograph is so fucked up. Like, it's just, you don't see any features of this individual. Look at, hold on, I'm gonna show this on the stream. Like, what the hell is this? What in the world am I witnessing? Can I put this somewhere that isn't gonna... Okay, I guess there is fine. Look at this, bro. How am I supposed to tell what this man looks like? This is like like you're trying to... Almost like an analog horror ass looking thing. That's like one of the first pages. It's just the image of, I assume, the author. And you can't see anything. They fucked up the inking on the page. An actor prepares. And copyright 1936. Printed in Great Britain by Nobert Maclehose and Company. They fucked up. You put some respect on fuck on his name. He is the reason we have modern actors, and that's actually true. Is it now? Well, I'll be. I don't know nothing about the acting history. I just know actors be acting like actors. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's not a good thing. Friends of Stanislavski have long known that he wished to leave a record of the methods by which the Moscow Art Company was built up in such a form that it could be of use to actors and producers after his death. The first time he mentioned this wish to me, he spoke of the projected work as a grammar of acting in his own My Life in Art, and in similar expressions by persons who studied under him. A wholly different contribution has been made, one such easier, and in his opinion of lesser importance. A manual, a handbook, a working textbook has been his dream, and a most difficult one to realize. Since the modern theater came to existence, sometime like 3 centuries ago, conventions have accumulated, outlived their usefulness, and become hardened, so that they stand in the way of fresh art and sincere emotion on the stage. For 40 years, the effort of the Moscow Art Company has been to get rid of what has become artificial and therefore an impediment, and to prepare the actor to present the externals of life and their inner repercussions with convincing psychological truthfulness. How was this long and difficult process to be put into a book? Stanislavski felt the need of a freedom of speech, especially about the faults that harass actors, that he would not have if he used the name of his actual players, from Moskvin and Kashalov down to the very beginners, and therefore he decided on a semi-fiction form that he himself appears under this name of Tortstav. These names are killing me. Can scarcely escape the astute reader, nor is it difficult to see that the enthusiastic student who keeps the record of the lessons in the Stanislavski of half a century ago, who was feeling... Okay, thank God the actual, like, printed words actually went from, like, thick, bold to something a little more easier to read. Who was feeling his way towards the method best suited to mirror the modern world. There is no claim made here to actual invention. The author is most ready to point out that a genius like Salvini or Deuce, I think it's Deuce, may use without theory the right emotions and expressions that to the less inspired but intelligent student need to be taught. How many pages of this is there? How long is this book? I imagine very. And when was this made? I assume last century. Hmm. 281 pages. And it's how many chapters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 chapters of knowledge about acting. Interesting. I may read that on my free time, honestly. Seems kinda cool. Your favorite actors most likely had to read that when they were learning? Well, I don't really have favorite actors, but I get what you mean. It seems like a piece of literature that your teachers put in front of you and then you have to slog through. I mean, if it's in there, if a lot of people did genuinely read that, and they gained a lot of knowledge from it, and it is the foundation or a foundation for modern acting, then, hey, who am I to disagree? Why can't this... Okay. OBS, please cooperate with me. Why can't I put this, like, next to my thing, like I did before? That's dumb. Okay, I'll leave it there. There we go. Sorry, I was moving the chat around, the one on the OBS. Do I even need this up there? Probably not, honestly. But, whatever. I'll leave it where it is. I need like a Pokemon plushie to just throw. You know that one water Pokemon that looks like a kind of like a frog, but not really. It's like a gecko with like the orange, yellow. I think more so like yellowish orange little cheek things. That one. Not Pikachu. Not Pikachu. I said water type. Pikachu is electric type, you fool. You hooligan. The water, I've drank it all. Says who? Me! I'm saying. What do you mean, who? Literally me. Is my word not enough? Do I not satisfy your informational trust? What's you doing with all that yogurt? Not much. Not much, I'll tell you that much, Fig. How are you doing, by the way? Oh, fucking Master Pokemon over here. Fucking furry all knower. Not furry all knower. Ay, ay, ay. Ram, hail to the eve. You're gonna strangle the plushie? That is rather violent of you, but understandable. I mean, I literally did say I was gonna throw it, so therefore you strangling it? Fair enough, fair enough. I feel like that's like, you know, there's certain degrees of violence that are acceptable, and other degrees of violence that are not acceptable in the public eye. It's like it's like the idea of like murking a person real quick versus making it slow. Like at the end of the day, in both scenarios, you're killing a person. But if you do it slow, people, you know, look at you like you're a psychopath. You know what I mean? So me throwing a plushie, it's like the normal socially acceptable amount of violence. But you strangling the plushie is going into that territory where it makes you look a little crazy. Just a little. Man, I know not what to look for anymore. There's nothing interesting on the interwebs. Although, I guess there's like a little back and forth on the internet again with that Aiden fellow that streams, I think over on Kick? I think he like called Iron Mouse a man. You know, your typical, very classic insult of the anime person is a man, actually. Which nowadays could be possible. Technology has gotten that far. Voice changers are pretty good nowadays. Or relatively good, I guess. What did the cuck Aiden Ross do this time? I think he is literally called Iron Mouse a man. And then he said something about Sea Dog probably flirting with the man. Let me see. I don't know. Yeah, bro said that nobody knows who. Let's see, blah 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 blah. Cause you know how the streamer awards thing happened a little while, like I think like a day or two ago. I don't remember how far. And he says that Iron Mouse shouldn't be considered for best streamer duo when nobody knows Iron Mouse is a guy. If Iron Mouse is a guy, because I think Iron Mouse and Sea Dog got a nomination, or maybe even won that particular like thing, you know, for best streamer duo. I guess he's just salty. I don't know. There's been a couple of streamers like that have been salty towards Iron Mouse for like no reason. Yeah, that's just out of nowhere. It happens every now and again. Every 2 or 3 months, some streamer is dissing some random like okay wholesome VTuber. For no reason, which is funny because there's others you could genuinely go after for being shit, but like Iron Mouse is just Iron Mouse. I don't even watch Iron Mouse, and it's like even I know it's like she just be out here. Why is there people that genuinely beef with her? They have genuine beef that she's as popular as she is. Goodness gracious. Hmm. Anything else to berate people about today? I gotta fix up my my timeline a bit. Because it's showing me a lot of insane things that I just want to see silly things, you know? I want to see silly things and funny things. What the fuck is this random Left 4 Dead edit? What is that? No. The sea creature is being bullied by sea creature enthusiasts, scientists. Okay, they're not bullying it. They're just like trying to pick it up with this like weird machine claw thing. What in the world even is that? It's like a balloon. Hold on, I'm gonna take a little snapshot of that and try to show it off. It's kind of strange that we still find these fucked up things for no real reason either. They're just out here. Like, look at this fucking thing. Look at this, the guy. Little sea homunculus. Like, you're telling me these people just find these things every now and again, and we just have to we just have to live with that? The pisser? What do you mean the pisser? Are you calling this thing the pisser? That's rude. What has this thing done to you? It's just a little guy. They just picked up a little balloon guy. It's probably some kind of jellyfish. I don't know. That would be my guess. Some kind of unknown jellyfish. Hmm. What in the world is this? Ah, I see. Now that you mentioned pissing, I do have to piss. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Fortunately or unfortunately, I've returned to you. All of you. You'll very, very much appreciate that, right? My eye. Why does my eye all of a sudden have something in there? Why? You're coloring the drawing and you look at the skin color from her sprites and it came out a little dark, but you might keep her skin darker because It looks neat. Fair enough reason. This is what we call artistic liberties. You are allowed to take them. Look, I will look. Yeah. That's fair. I like how the sprite is so tiny next to her. Like the sprite of the character is just tiny in comparison to her. But I say it looks good. My goodness, not this man eating onions like apples. What kind of heinous individual genuinely does that? I hope this is not true. Winter, hail to thee! How are you doing? It's been a while. It's the Balkan breakfast. Do not ever refer to eating onions as the Balkan breakfast. I will not tolerate this. I will not tolerate it for the sake of any Balkans out there. Holy moly. Can you use the bathroom? I suppose you can. What is stopping you? And why are you asking me? Out of all the people. I'll look it up. I am not going to look up people eating onions like apples. No. I do not wish to be in the mode of suffering. I will actually taste it if I see it. BRB, roger that, Winter. You go forth and do your thing. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, have you guys heard about like how One Punch Man's like animation has gone downhill? What about the video of you eating an O-ring? I mean, that was fine because at least it's an O-ring, you know, it's something that's meant to be eaten. Maybe not in the fashion that you have, but it is meant to be eaten in such a fashion that is similar to that. So it's similar enough that it doesn't hurt when I witness it. But an onion, if you were to do that with an onion, I might genuinely have to consider executing you and figuring out how to get into your home without you noticing. Because that's just a crime, you know, it's just a crime. It's just a crime. And if it's not a crime, I will make it a crime. Stick bug. I don't like the stick bug. Did I say I hate the stick bug? I actually like the stick bug. The stick bug is very sticky. Stick-like? Stick-tacular? I do not know how to praise such an entity, but it is there. Also, you can see the health taker influence oozing out of this drawing. Well, I mean, it is a part of your flavoring of artsiness, I suppose. You were very much have said before that you were inspired by it. Okay, you're back. You survived. You survived. What the hell? What goes on in your bathrooms that you that you need to fear not surviving? Is there like a creature in there? You got bugs in your bathroom? I hope not. If I had a bug in my bathroom, it'd be dead. And probably with you gotta keep the entity back, but don't worry, you're used to not the bathroom entity. Anything but the bathroom entity. Please, not the entity. We hate having to deal with entities. You just gotta, like, assert dominance. Whenever you see the enemy, just piss on them. Piss on the entity, and unless it's into it, it should assert your dominance over it. Oh yeah, and also, I guess, kinda big news that, like, Cloudflare servers kinda shut down, and a lot of, like, anime-related sites, by virtue of them shutting down for a bit, also got shut down. I think it said that, like, 20% of the internet is under the Cloudflare servers, which is something, I guess. I'm not really well-versed in all that server talk and how many of what company does, have ownership essentially over certain bits and pieces of the internet in such a fashion. I guess the server is not really owning the internet, but like, hosting it, I suppose would be the way to put it. Damn. Apparently Yoko Taro, the guy that made Nier Automata, has been working on a lot of stuff, and he's just been getting his stuff canceled halfway. Poor guy. It's gotta suck. You're working on like whatever projects you're passionate about, and then boom, your company just comes in and it's like, actually, no, don't work on that. Do you have entities in your bathroom? No, usually they don't like to stick around me. I am a very hostile presence to any particular creepy crawlies. I'm big on biting ankles, It's very easy for me to just kind of lunge at them ankles and bite the hell out of them, so they don't like me in particular. My chest. What's that thing called? There's a specific little drink green tea or uranium 235. Is this you giving me like two options, or are you telling me to drink either tea or uranium? I need a clarification. Because if it is a choice or a command, either way, I think I'd like the uranium, honestly. Seems more to have a spice. Option? I see. I'll take the uranium. Isn't there... Oh man, what's that? I need to look up, because I've seen this thing where it's like the little marshmallow website thing where people can anonymously ask you questions, but I think it's like the Western version of that. And I wanna see if I can get one of that. If I can make like a little account and have you guys ask me the most ridiculous questions in existence. But I gotta remember what it's actually called. You made a song? And that's out of nowhere. You got a bulk and 1 gram of uranium has a billion calories. That's true, and winter is coming. Therefore, it would be a pretty good idea. Assuming you survive. Look at this. I will look at this. It is 4 minutos. And some amount of seconds. Almost 5 minutos. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can have this playing on the stream. Hopefully that'll be loud enough. Let's see if that's hearable. Crunchy bitrate. Was this just for the hell of it, or are you planning to add it to anything? Hopefully it's not too loud though, so... Probably will add it to something? I see. And I hear. I see and hear it. Sorry, I just had to move the chat around a little bit. I probably shouldn't go around looking at anything else on the website. Just in case it plays something that I do not want you guys to hear. Wig? Sure thing. You named the song The Beast. It does have a bit of a prowling effect. Prowling? I do not know how to describe things. But the repetitiveness of it. It's like something's prowling. So I guess that kind of makes sense. I'm gonna skip a little bit. It's kind of the same thing for the rest of it. But it's still pretty neat though. Definitely better than anything I could try and pull off. What do you use to make it, if you do not mind me asking? I'm a little curious. I'm a curious boy. Streamer Jack Doherty will be sentenced to 7 years in jail if he is convicted on all accounts and receives the maximum penalties. For what? What did that guy do? Probably something stupid. Let's be fair. It's a free web music app? Oh, Beatbox. I see. And Winter's just like, deserved. I don't even know this guy. But I assume he's done some stupid shit. He looks like the type to do some stupid shit. He uses his bodyguard to justify being disrespectful. Punk. So he's just a bitch then. That's what you're telling me? He's just a bitch? SMH. SMH. Did you guys ever see that Hatsune Miku PC? Somebody just made like a little statue with, but like it's also a PC and it's just Hatsune Miku. Knuckles has good. Hmm. Okay, nothing more interesting coming out of this. So I'll look around on somebody else's little profile. It's built like that one scene from Aliens where a little guy bursts out of a dude's chest. It's horrifying. It's a little bit. I just thought it was cool. I didn't really think it was like it's giving. I just like looked at it and I was like, oh, cool. I didn't really think that hard about it. But I suppose it kind of does give that vibe if you bend your mind to look at it in that fashion. Body tea. That sounds gross. I don't like thinking about what that means. I've seen enough tea related things that are of the body that people have drawn, and I don't wish to remember that. People get real freaky when it comes to their Oshis, man. Sometimes I think I just need a guitar. Because I keep making guitar noises. Like every now and again. For no good reason. I just feel the need to do it. Oh, my internet just kinda... Oh, that was just on my phone. Okay, good. I thought the internet just went down. I was gonna start a little panic. Just a small little panic. Oh, Axolotl Clown. Or Jester. Not really sure. Sorry, I'm just looking at like a VTuber's design. Kinda cute. Refresh and see if there's anything new. Let me just double check. Okay, good. Not playing anything publicly. I would be ashamed. What's the most offensive thing anyone has ever told me so that you can try to be worse? Like on a personal level, or do you just simply mean a thing they told me that I just found offensive, quote unquote? Because either case, I don't think I can say it. I would not be able to say that. Let's see. Oh, actually, this one's one I have to think about. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be able to give you an example. I try not to let things offend me. So, searching for something that does offend, other than like the obvious. What about something I found offensive, even though it was not meant to offend? It was just something that somebody said. You're asking a lot here. You're asking for me to remember the worst thing I am capable of doing. Or the thing that I am worst at doing? Yes, the thing that I am worst at doing. You're asking me to do that. I think it would be... I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sorry, Knuckles. I can't give you an answer. I just don't know. If you ate yourself, would you disappear or turn inside out? I would die. That's what would happen. I would die. I would perish, and that would be that. I guess if I could keep eating myself, I would just technically be consuming, you know, like dissolving myself, technically, in the stomach acid, so it would be slowly disappearing, but only until, like, I die and pass out. Either or. Let you try to cook? And go ahead. Just as long as it's not something you're gonna get me in trouble for. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You wonder what it would feel like? Not pleasant, I would imagine. I can't imagine one consuming yourself. Like, I mean, first you'd have to deal with the pain of, like, biting through yourself. Not an easy thing to do, mind you. See, the chat's, like, looking all weird. I gotta, like... There we go. Now, to read what you just wrote. Yol always has to avoid passing by daycares because the ladies there keep thinking he's a runaway child. Short joke? I see, I see. Pleasant to have a short joke. Can't go wrong with it. Oh, what did people get mad at Shibi for again? Oh. For stupid things, okay. Not where you thought that was going when you heard he's not allowed near daycares. Now you're trying to say I'm a pedophile. Great. Why do you think that? Why do you think the worst of me, Wiki? First, it was the comment about me sounding like a horse, and now you're like, well, that's not where I thought that was going. SMH. Would you rather waste 2 diamonds on a hoe or fail a Wocket butter? Wocket butter? What is my brain coming up with? A water bucket clutch in Minecraft. I'm so sorry, guys. I think I'm actually mentally, like, broken or something. I think I'd rather fail a bucket, water bucket clutch, because then I'd die, and then I would go back and get my things. But if you make a hoe with 2 diamonds in Minecraft, you can't get that back. That's a mistake you'll just have to live with. That's the common setup, and you didn't call me a horse. You kinda did. I don't know, man. I feel like you kinda did. Snake. Sorry, I just saw like a little snake on a little video. You did not. That stream made me insane and I'm talking shit. You literally said, that is what I feel like when you stretch. After I said that the noises of the horses in the game are not pleasant. Therefore, you are equating me stretching with the sound of horses. It is pretty one-to-one. You know, pretty one-to-one translation there. Not too hard to figure out. Can I stretch right now? No. I will not. I am influenced by you guys to do things and not to do things, and that has influenced me to no longer stretch and make funny noises when I stretch. SMH. You guys will never hear me incidentally moan again. Giddy up, boy, stretch. Excuse me? You're saying that both are unpleasant, not that they are the same. I don't think so. Actually, you called me a horse. Man, I got a lot of people talking politics on my feed. What the fuck? I want this to stop. Yeah, fuck it. I'm a long-faced fuck. Excuse me, my name is not fucking... What's that guy's name? Never mind. Joke is gone. Joke is gone. About as gone as your father. I don't know where that came from. I sincerely apologize. Another link. You found your Lotto IRL. I will not be looking at this. You guys can look at it. I will not. I will not face this insult. You are all heinous to me. Heinous little munchkins that wish to be very much punched a little bit. Just a little bit. Punched affectionately, perhaps. Why is it like, at some point, things devolve to me just threatening violence against you guys? Like, every time we just sit here and talk to one another, it just becomes that. You'll give me a sugar cube. You know, that is tempting. A sugar cube, huh? What if you gave me 2 sugar cubes? I would take 2, and that carrot, for my eyesight. I surely need it, even though it's a myth that eating carrots make your eyes better. I haven't eaten carrots in, like, how long now? Holy shit. Let me look. That's a horse. That's literally just a picture of a horse. Why did you just find a random picture of a horse on Pinterest? Do you sleep standing up? No, I sleep lying down. You know, there are people that can do that. It's somewhat fascinating. It's me. It's not me. Why do you guys are just cruel. You know what? Fumato will now be frown-faced. Frowny face for the entirety of the stream. For the rest of it, I shall say. What? I'm very Ovosian that way? Not, no. 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 Why the long face, bud? I'm still dealing with the shock of being called Vaushian. And then Winter's just like, fuchsia is a pretty color. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. You must remain ignorant. Why are people calling themselves fat fucking shud? You wanted to be a horse so freaking bad. Here you go. I didn't. You are the one calling me a horse. You specifically. I didn't call myself a horse. You fat fucking shud. Didn't happen. You can't even think. See? See what you've done? I don't know what's going on in my mind. Yo should shave his eyebrows for a stream. What? You know, there's literally no reason for me to do that. There is no reason. There is nothing in it for me. And all in it for you. Bald Yalo when? Bald Lotto. Oh, heavens. Y'all ask for so much. This how funny it would be, though? How would that would require me to show my face. I don't want to show my face to you guys. I'm a fat fucking shud. I'm just gonna keep saying that, by the way. It's the new phrase for the rest of the stream. Fat fucking shud. Man. You know, there's certain games I will just never play. Like that one about getting over it. Never play like that. It's a good bit, you like it? What is something that's mildly annoying to me? For you, it's when you burn your hand in oil. Why would you put your hand in oil? I guess what's mildly annoying to me? Mildly? Man. Thinking again. It's it's called cooking, you fat fuck. The oil splashes out. They specifically said, for me, it's when I burn my hand in oil. That means they've put their hand in the oil. Now, as to for what I find slightly annoying. Honestly, sleep. Sleep is mildly annoying. Because I never sleep when I actually want to. You fat shud. Oil sprays. I know the oil sprays. But the oil... When you type something out, as for me... Listen, look at that sentence. For me, it's when I burn my hand in oil. In oil. That means you're putting your hand in oil. Not when the oil burns your hand, or when your oil splashes onto your hand. When I burn my hand in oil. But if you wanted to be a french fry, you'd have to be become the French fry? Well, first of all, you'd have to be Belgian. That's what you'd have to be. You'd have to be Belgian, and then you can become the French fry. It's sort of like an evolutionary process. What is going on here? Okay, I don't know what's going on in that post. I'm not gonna think about it. Stop arguing semantics. You knew what they meant, fat HUD. HUD, I say? I'm ending it all. Poor Wiki. Poor Wiki. Wiki is struggling today. Belgium is far away. At least 5 minutes by car. Europeans be like... Hey, it's another one of those little... Oh no, that's the same video, never mind. Worse yet, it's full of French people. True. Well, actually, I don't know. I've never been there. Is there a difference between French Canadians and French people? I could ask a French Canadian. I know one. I'll go ask her. Hold on. You don't care? They are all French. Hold on. Hold on. This is very important information, actually. I can't spell. There we go. I have asked the question. One of them is from France, Wiki has said. That's also true. First response before I even finish typing the question is, she just says, I'm scared. Yes, is the answer. Like what? Especially French Wikipedia. Wikipedia can't be trusted. That is a based take. That is 100% true. Do not trust Wikipedia. It is full of lies. Accents, traditions, and then she says, look, I don't know. I hope that satisfies your quest for knowledge. You like how every time someone makes fun of a country, a lot of people scream xenophobia, but the French just kind of need to tank it. Well, there's a very, very cool way to circumnavigate all accusations. And that is simply by not caring. That's how you do that, pal. I know it's hard, but it's doable. Just stop being French. But you can't. Once you're French, you're always French. Are you guys waiting for Christmas? On God, skill issue done. Reroll your respawn at birth. That is some crazy shit to bring up. Reroll that respawn. Tough. Guys, what if I decided to eat you alive? Organs and everything. Like, just not even specially prepared. Just kind of like out of nowhere. Like, I just walk into your crib. Good luck, me horse. You are horse? Why are you horse? When did you become horse? Mister. Nuh-uh. You can't roll back on that. Why are you blue? If only I was blue. Dude. There is nothing more of interest on the interweb for me to speak of. I apologize, kindred. But I've run out of things to look at and mention that do not have to do with random people bringing up politics. It is unfortunately the way of things for now. Look up WikiFeet? I will not look up WikiFeet. What the hell? What do you mean? No. I don't think I will, actually. You little freak. What kind of request is that? I should just send you to the freaking Shadow Realm. Why are my eyes yellow? What do you mean? My eyes aren't yellow. When were they ever yellow? Winter, I think you might have discovered something. And I'm not sure you're gonna be happy to know. Perpetual agony mechanism. Piss eyes. Not the piss eyes. Not the piss eyes. Your eyes cannot be made of piss. Impossible. That little, like, bite mark in my mouth still hurts. I need to do something cool. but I'm not cool. Fuck. Bogo's binted. I don't know why I said that. I don't know a lot of things, but what I do know is that I'll keep existing until the sun explodes. And you will not. And that makes me a little sad. I want you guys to exist till the sun explodes too. Pozole. I want to make funny Halo 2 elite noises. Was it Halo 2? I think it was Halo 2. Maybe 3. Hort, hort, hort. You've never played Halo, Wiki? I'm gonna beat your ass. Honestly. You're wrong. You're just wrong, Wiki. You're simply incorrect. Fix that right now. Have I searched up WikiFeet? No, we are not looking at WikiFeet. I don't want to look at WikiFeet. That is not the place for one such as myself to be. I'm peaceful. And Wiki doesn't wanna. So you'd rather just get your ass beat then. What an unfortunate thing for you, pal. Oh well. Okay, I'm tired of frowning. I will smile again. I will be joyous. Spriteful. Spriteful? Springy? Spring? No. Spry. Spry. An ass beating sure would break up the monotony of life. It would. It would give you at least something to talk about to your coworkers. You know? Coworker conversations. Just like coworker music. How's the weather been? Did you see that new show? Man, the boss, am I right? Or am I right? I got nothing else for you. That's it so far. Also, speaking of feet, Shaq what? I swear to God, if you sent me... Oh, okay. It's nothing heinous. Good. Raise your ya. I will raise my ya. I will. I shall in your honor, Winter. In your honor. I mean, I didn't lie. She has feet. That is true. She does have feet. She doth have footies. That much is true. Exposed everything, except I guess not everything. Exposed legs. And arms. And face. Who is this person? Mila, horror VTuber. That's a cool model. Looks like a certain someone from a certain game. Maybe not. Maybe this person's cool. It kind of reminds me of a me from the Wii. You know? Does the model have feet though? Actually, does it? I'm pretty sure it does. Maybe. I assume so. Covered. Most likely, if anything. I think Wiki's having not Wiki, Winter. The Winter's having a moment. Tomorrow's Thursday, guys. Tomorrow is Thursday. Don't remind you? Don't remind you of what? There's nothing to be ashamed about. What am I to do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Don't speak of tomorrow, fiend. Why not? You have to wake up early tomorrow? What for, Winter? What for? Do tell. Do tell us of your day. Do not tell us personal information, though. Keep your secrets. But not too many secrets. Some of your secrets are actually my secrets. They're mine to have and mine to keep. And you can't do anything about it. Work. It's 11 p.m. You need the lip money. Ah, you have an exam in 10 hours? Wiki, you better study. And good luck with work, Winter. You are doing us proud. You're doing better than I ever shall. Already. Oh my god. You will not study. Thank you, mother. You're welcome, offspring. You will not study. Well, I cannot force you to do anything you do not wish to do. That much is true. I can throw you, though. God damn. Sorry. I'm just thinking stupid things. I'm gonna scroll through YouTube. Let's see, anything interesting. Interesting other than the random shorts I get for random lore from random things like Halo and Warhammer and anything else. Man, I gotta explode. Sorrow, hail to the Winter. What in the hell did you just write? Is that like a spell? Are you casting a spell on me? How are you doing, Sorrow, by the way? Sorry, you just came into me claiming that I must explode. It happens every now and again. I get the sensation. A wiki is communicating in return. Oh no. They're speaking in Minecraft or something. How do you do, by the way, Sorrow? It's been a bit. We were just talking about a lot of things that, honestly, I don't think we really knew where we were going. with any conversation piece. You're in the middle of writing a marine biology report due on Friday. Shame. Shame. Speaking of marine biology, look at this. Look at what some people found. They found this like little guy. This little thing. I don't know what this thing's supposed to be, but they found it. I assume marine biologist of some kind. Looks like a jellyfish. Okay, you two, Wiki, Winter, I know you two love speaking in thy languages, but I do not know what you're saying and therefore cannot see if you are saying naughty things or nice things to one another. Cease. If I knew, it would be fine. We're being appropriate. Well, I trust that you guys aren't gonna get me in trouble, but I still need to have you two speak in a way that I understand. You goobers. Because otherwise, you guys could be lying. You could be saying some very mean things. And how am I supposed to know? That's right, I won't. I won't know. And then I'll explode. You have some very satisfying graphs, but the writing is hard. You hate write-ups. Yeah, I tried to write something one time. It didn't last long. Sweden is cheaper than Norway. Are you two just arguing about about the living costs now? We are being cordial. Hopefully. What is it about, if you don't mind me asking, Sorrow, other than like just marine stuff? Is it about a specific thing? Is it about coral? Is it about specific creatures doing specific things? Because graphs indicate something's going on. What that thing is, I don't know. All your good artists keep shooting each other. What? We aren't cheap on talent because Norway has none. Great. You lotto. Not you too, Knuckles. Speaking your Portuguese. Or whatever that is. Let's see. Paste. Translate. Looks, okay, you said I look and sound like a horse, and Yolotl looks and sounds like a horse. Oh, he only doesn't ride because his legs are very small, because in addition to being a horse, he is a dwarf. You called me a pony, of all things. You called me a pony. It's looking at how biodiversity changes across the low, mid, and high shore on a sedimentary beach. It's the data from the field trip where you touched the ray. Oh, I see. Better bad than dead. Oh. I hope you go well with that. Damn, I can't talk. I hope that you do well. I trust in you. Sorrow. I believe in you. You've got this. You'll ace this. No problem. You just gotta have some fun with it, you know? Only a slight bit of fun. Not too much fun. Because you may be judged for having too much fun in your writing. We can take Norway if we want, but we choose not to. We can buy Sweden, but we don't. Because who wants that? These two are just gonna keep going back and forth, Sorrow. Ah, heavens above. I wouldn't have it any other way, I suppose. I assume this is typical for Norwegians and Swedish people to just be combative against one another. I remember going to like a trip of sorts to the beach to learn about things. It was a long time ago. It was near a march, I think. So there was that. We also went there, or we were away from it, but we were there. It's like a weird area because it's like a march next to like a beach. So there was a lot of like not flies. What do you call the ones? Mosquitoes. That's the one. You learning? Yes. Believe it or not, I once in my life did have to go through the process of learning. It was treacherous, as you can imagine. Why are these two talking about ABBA? What is this person complaining about? IKEA? Not you bringing up IKEA. IKEA is just there. They don't do anything. They sell furniture and sell meatballs. And that's about it. As far as I know. Because ABBA is Swedish, you think? Oh. Winter, you know this is true. Do not act like it is not. They sell furniture. They sell meatballs. That's it. Trevor's favorite song is from ABBA. Trevor's? Ah. Little bit of information. Excuse you, IKEA sells Blaha and you want Blaha. They are good for more than tables and meatballs. Okay, I'll give you that. They also sell Blaha. So you have basically 90% of your sales come from Blaha. So you have that at least. Speaking of furniture, I still need to find a table. I have no table and I must scream. Fucking hell. Sorry, stretch. Oh, that's kind of creepy. What kind of monster was that in the background? What do you mean, what kind of monster? What are you yabbering on about? Why does everyone want to make fun of my existence? Man cannot exist without judgment. SMH. You heard something when I stretched? Yeah, that was me. Me stretching. I know I sound a little hideous, but come on. Oh, that's an interesting rifle. Didn't know they had something like that. I guess it makes sense. It's like something's banging. You heard it again. Okay, I think you're losing it. Yeah, you're going a little crazy. It could just be that you're hearing like my microphone moving around. It's still not really on a stable platform, if I'm being completely honest with you. It is just there on the arm of my chair, so it sometimes moves around. That might be it. I try to keep it still by like placing my hand on it, right? Just like gently holding it in place, but I don't think that really helps too much. Apparently, Pippa has a new rabbit and people are calling it sheet metal. Funny. It's like how low, echoey rumbling and banging they put in the background of spooky warehouses in games. Is it? I didn't notice it was that bad. I'm sorry about that. I wish there was something I could do, but for the time being, unfortunately, you will have to suffer through it. I will someday find a solution for this, though. I just don't know when. Scooby-Doo shit. That's certainly a way to explain it. Language. Oh yeah, like we're worried about that. Wiki bringing up Dracula flow again. Man cannot live without that in his mind. It's rent-free in his mind. Why am I getting like random Lord of the Rings related videos scroll on my YouTube? You love smoking on that? Everything can be tied to it. I mean, you know what? Like there was so much said that I do believe that. You know, I do believe that. Nice little doodle, Knuckles. I like that. That's cute. That's cute. Excusez-moi. That's not an actual word. Why can't I be a cute, small... You know what, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. It's gonna make me sound like a weirdo. Oh, hey, it's Mesher. You know my real name is actually Charcuterie? Charcuterie. Winter, line up against the wall, please. A cute small goddess of darkness? Close. What kind of plane is that? What the fuck? Okay, I don't think they actually made that plane. I think that's just like a prototype design. Ahead of its time, so they say. I need like a big piece of meat. Fried with butter. You do not just speak French, you fat shud. I did, you fat shud. Do you believe in life after love? 13 Fahrenheit. That's my answer. River Monsters. My goodness. You guys remember that show? River Monsters? Psh. I sure as hell do. Strange fish that all exist in the world. Random rivers. Random places. Random fish that are sometimes just giant. It's purple? What do you mean it's purple? Wrong, it's Abraham Lincoln? Fuck. You love River Monsters? Jeremy Wade is such a legend. Right? I remember just watching that show mindlessly and not even knowing. Like, it was just interesting to watch. Just this man going somewhere and then he just pulls out a giant fish out of the water. And it's just like, wow. That's a big catfish. I wonder what it will do for the rest of its foreseeable life. Just swim around, I guess. Honestly, that was literally the highlight of the show. Just anytime they actually managed to catch a fish. Like, it was just filler until the fish. At least for me. Whole thing was filler until they showed the fish. I need to get myself a cougar at this point in life. An old woman, a hag, particularly, yes. Just to see what it's like, you know? It's not like I've gotten anything else, so... Why not go for what is the most straightforward, I guess? Don't know where to find one, though. I guess just go to a bar. I've never been to a bar, believe it or not. Never ever. Based alert. Some may say so. You feel like you feel like I should specify a wealthy cougar so I at least get the sugar baby treatment. Yeah, but like I'm also a man, so I gotta just take what I can get. You think I'm gonna be able to pull off finding a rich lady? Like, Saro, I'd be lucky if I managed to get myself a woman. Period. Like, it's just... That's the stage in life I'm at. I'd be lucky if I found a woman that would tolerate my presence. So getting a rich one, you know, I'll aim for that. Yeah, true, women are scary. They're just terrifying. They're spooky. They, like, make me feel very afraid whenever they look at me for too long, and I don't know why. I get all shaky. I don't like that I get all shaky. I shouldn't be getting shaky. The only women that don't scare me are the ones that are cash registers, and that's because I usually have a task when I go to those places, which is to get the thing that I'm trying to buy. Then I can deal with women, but other than that, yeah, it's kind of scary. You say this as someone who has always had a primarily AFAB friendship group, but that's mostly trans people and gay people. Maybe that's the way I ought to start. You know, I gotta find gay women friends. That way I can just befriend them and they can teach me things about women. Maybe that's the strat. Go approach lesbians. Talk to them. Find out the secrets to women. Become less afraid of women. Or maybe it'll have the adverse effect. Maybe the more I know about women, the more afraid I'll become of them. It's really a 50-50 toss-up, I think. Just 50-50. Why my fingers? My hands are like getting cold to the point where my fingers are a little bit hard to move. Yes, but befriend lesbian or bisexual women, then you can talk about how hot women are together and wingman each other. Yeah, that's the strat. That's how I gotta do things. Easy peasy. I'll get to it eventually. First step, go outside. What do people do these days outside? I'm not gonna lie. Like, every time I go outside, a lot of nothing is happening. I don't know if there's any, like, gathering places people go to. But I go to a park, and there's not really a lot of people there. So I feel like not a lot goes on out there. Also, have you guys been seeing the amount of, like, memes relating to potentially Half-Life 3 coming out? People are so hyped ever since Steam came out with their, like, you know, 3 different things, right? It was like the headset, like the Valve little VR thing, the controller, and like the cube. People are hyped up. People are filled with hopium. that maybe Half-Life 3 will come out. You're so sorry, but your brain keeps, your brain interpreted the feet on my PNG as the knees of freakishly long legs, and now you can't unsee it. No, 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 no. No, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me, Sorrow. Now I'm imagining it. Oh, good heavens. That's kind of terrifying. Just long legs, small body. Oh, goodness heavens. I need to, like, see if I can manage to draw that. Because I should be, in theory, able to do that. If I do, expect it in the arts stuff. Just long-legged Yolotl with, I guess, brown knee pads or something. Or one of those pants that the knees has, like, a different, like, cloth material for whatever reason. Just for style, I guess. Make freakishly long-legged Yolotl, yeah. Long leg Fumadl. Hmm. You think you were seeing the brown as tights or long socks beneath the shorts? No, that's just supposed to be like shoes. But I can understand. I can understand the mistake. It is now an unfortunate reality that this is a visual illusion that shall never be proven otherwise unless I just decide to make the long-legged Yolotl Fumadl a PNG as well for me to use. You know, because of the way that the legs are spread a little bit, it'll make it look, if I do draw like the extended legs, it'll make it look like I'm just stanced up. Boy in the striped pajamas, but just a shirt. No, don't bring that up. It's gonna make me sad. Goodness gracious. It feels like there's a little bit of phlegm stuck in the back of my throat. Or something. Oh man, that's annoying. I don't like that. I don't like that very much. Or something? Yeah. Or something. I apologize for not having the best descriptions known to man. I'm no poet, okay? I am not a poet. I am but a boy. Taco Bell. I'm at a Pizza Hut. I'm at a Taco Bell. I remember that song. That song was of a time and a place that no longer exists. You'll stop implying I'm gurgling cum. I did not imply that. You are being freakishly freaky. Swishing it around like a wine taster. You are projecting 100%. You're projecting. He's projecting. This is why you like milk, don't you? You just pretend it's a coom. I kind of want to get whacked with like a piece of wood. Like a wooden board, you know? A nuddle doodle. Knuckle keeps sending me doodles of the stuff. You think you'll resonate with the drawing? You think I'll resonate with the drawing that you sent me? Lady Nocturnal, the Thieves Guild is complaining about bad luck again. Can you help them out? No, they were mean to me. That was 20 years ago. Hey, that's so true though. That's so true. I do resonate with this. Because it reminds me of you guys. When you guys say mean things to me, and then you guys want me to do stuff, and I'm like, no, I will not, in fact, do those things, because you guys are mean. So you know, I fuck with that. I relate to Lady Nocturnal. Horse Lottle, I'm gonna make you into a cucumber, Wiki. I'm just gonna make you into a cucumber. I don't know how. And I don't know what kind of deals I must strike with whatever gods I can get my hands on. But it's gonna happen. And then you're gonna get pickled. And then you're just gonna be a pickle. You're going to experience the vegetable equivalent of a CIA torture session. And then I don't know what I'll do with you afterwards. Anyhow, it has been a bit. So, let me think of something. I do have to cook myself food. So there is that. A whole lot of setup for no payoff. Yeah, that's quite true. I apologize, Kindred. But I must be going. For I must make myself food. We're gonna raid somebody before I guess end the stream. Get your insult game up? I know, I must do that. Oh, I didn't mean to click. Whatever. I'll deal with that later. Raid channel. Let me look for a channel raid. I guess I'll raid this one again. Let's see. I shall bid thee farewell, my kindred. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Daggerfall, because we gotta continue that. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care of yourselves.